we do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But baby, if you haven't did either, what's up, reflection? I'm over here talking. What's up? I'm over here with my stars and just landed, baby. We have just landed. And as you can see, I am in a great mood. Reflection, like I'm usually always in a great mood. Just don't talk to me before 10. Before 10, listen, 9:30. I'm gonna let you listen. You can talk to me before 9:30. Don't talk to me before 9:30 because I gotta get myself together, baby. I gotta be sociable. I gotta get my mind together to be sociable. It's the Saggy in me. Every Sagittarius out there already know what I'm talking about, baby. Don't talk to us before 10 o'clock. Like we don't care. Like we don't listen. Whatever. The whole fucking world could be finna burn down. Make sure it burn down before 10 o'clock. I mean after 10 o'clock, because listen, I don't care. I don't care. Before 10, I don't care. Listen, reflection, okay. You over here with my crew, and I'm just telling you how we do, okay? Now, for everyone who let me change this background real quick so y'all even know what we're talking about. Let me get this background together, reflection. While I'm doing that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, depending on which platform you are on, reflection, because you will have officially landed with greatness, baby. I'm over here from the east side of Mars, reflection. I came over here to tell you some shit, because I be telling shit. I be listening to your first time with me, you don't know. I be telling shit, reflection. I be telling shit. I be penetrating the firmament, the dome and shit. Coming over here just telling shit, all right? But you have to check my information, all right? I just tell a little pitch. I don't tell the whole thing. I just tell you a little pitch. I just show you where the river is. I'm not finna give you no scuba gear. I'm not finna give you no boat. I'm not finna do none of that, reflection, because I'm not finna do that. Because young money. My stars, they don't care. They don't even care, reflection. I be like, we gotta go over here to Earth so I can tell them some shit, because they think they advanced and I don't know, reflection. I'm not sure. You know what they say, history repeats itself. They say a lot of this shit that y'all looking at, it's already been done before. We heard greatness has already been here, reflection. We heard it's coming back. I don't know this shit. I don't know. I'm just telling you shit I heard, okay? They be talking this shit over there on the east side of Mars. They do that, reflection, okay? So if you are new to my crew, then this is how we do reflection. We have a good time over here at the night school, okay? Now, some days we come over here talking about that, do you believe in magic? Some days we over here talking about a little symbolism. We be breaking down videos. We be breaking down songs and things, reflection, because we all know that music is what? Music and sound is power. Sound and music can heal you. Sound and music can literally destroy your whole existence. Reflection. You ain't never heard of frequency. You ain't never heard of a little piece of frequency. You better get on that choo-choo train, okay? So with that being said, so you think your phone just black for nothing. You think when you turn it off, your phone, your television, your Apple Watch, your Android watch, you think shit, even in your car, your GPS, you think all this just black for nothing, huh? You just think, okay, then ain't nothing wrong with thinking, reflection. Nothing is wrong with thinking. So with that being said, reflection, okay, I can get you a little uncomfortable sometimes. I'm here to get you uncomfortable. That's my job, reflection. That's part-time, just a piece of my job. Because you got to think about it, when you comfortable, reflection, just think about a time in your life when you was comfortable. If you comfortable, then how can you experience other things? You too busy being comfortable. You don't want to step outside your comfort zone. You don't want to step into the unknown, baby. I'm finna take you to the unknown, okay, reflection? So with that being said, we are here talking about technology a little bit, all right? So give me the thumbs up. Go ahead, give me that thumbs up if you just came in the building, all right? We are here. Let me remove this banner so y'all can really get a good look at what I'm talking about. Our basically what we're over here talking about tonight is ancient technology. And is ancient technology really ancient? Is it ancient, reflection? Because we know that this is a planet that's built off the numbers 3, 6, and 9. And the people that run this planet know very well about how numbers can operate this system. When I say the system, I'm talking about the matrix. When I'm talking about the matrix, I'm talking about the world, Craig. I'm talking about the damn world, okay? So with that being said, reflection, look at this right here. Let's start right here. We're going back to the Egyptian days, because you know, whenever I'm trying to bring when I'm trying to bring some shit back from the past, I go to Egypt, reflection. That's where a lot of great shit was done. That's not where it started, but that's where a lot of great shit was done. Okay. And a lot of things was took from the Egyptian times, and we're seeing it again today. Okay. Some people like to call it the old world, and they would call this the new world. Technically, it's finna flip again, reflection. This is going to be the old old world allegedly, and a new world is coming in. A new order is coming in, not the one you thinking about. When you hear NWO, you thinking about something totally. You thinking about the 13 families. You think about the Trumalati. You thinking about that shit. We talking about on a bigger scale. Reflection. We talking about the ones who really running this shit. Okay, so with that being said, go ahead, get your roller, get your pole, because it's that type of video. We're gonna look at some things, we're gonna talk about some things. I know y'all know about these new Tesla cars that came out, right? The Tesla cars, the Tesla vans, different things like that, right? And we know Tesla, his products are built off of the 3, 6, and the 9, allegedly. Okay, reflection. And a lot of his things, a lot of his inventions, you can go back in time and you can see where a lot of these ideas allegedly came from. Okay, is it all a coincidence or what is it really? All right, so as you can see, you're like, Taretha, what does the Ankh have to do with anything? Well, reflection. Keep in mind, a lot of people, this is why we're going back to Egypt, all right? A lot of people thought that Akhenaten was actually a little piece of extraterrestrial. If you don't know who Akhenaten is, he was the greatest one to ever motherfucking do it. He was the one that said, listen, we worshiping the sun, the rays from the sun, baby. If you ain't worshiping the rays from the sun, you better keep that shit in your house and you better keep that shit quiet. I better not hear about you worshiping nothing but the Aten, baby. But the Aten. Now, what is the Aten? The Aten is from the sun rays, okay? So before we get into new technology and all that, we got to stop and we got to talk about Akhenaten real quick, okay? We got to reflection. It wouldn't be fair if we didn't talk about Akhenaten real quick, okay? Because everybody don't know when I'm talking about, I'm going back to Egypt. I'm talking about the ones who, some of the greatest ones to ever do a reflection. They don't know. Some of you do, but it's some people that came in here, they don't know who Akhenaten is, baby. I don't know how you don't know, but it's okay. Reflection. Let's stop and let's talk about it real quick. Go ahead. Like I told you, you over here with my crew. We roll up, we pull up, we do the most sometime, baby. Okay. So with that being said, let's kind of get started.
Worship of the Aten. In the 5th year of Akhenaten's reign, he would change his name from Amun-hotep, meaning Amun is satisfied.
Hold on one second. Let's try to make this bigger. Let's make it a little bit bigger, reflection. Okay. Let's make it bigger. All right, let's go.
To Akhenaten,
Make sure
which translates to one who is in great service of the Aten. Worship of the Aten actually stretches back to the Old and Middle Kingdoms. And Akhenaten's father, Amenhotep III, actually had priests to the Aten in Heliopolis. But this new Aten was the creator god behind the power of the sun, instead of the sun itself. So not only would the worship of the Aten become the state religion, Akhenaten would ban the worship of all other gods, and considered the old gods to be dead. There are rumors that he used his soldiers to murder priests of Amun, and to shut down all other temples in Egypt.
Okay, so let's stop and let's talk our shit real quick, reflection. Because a lot of people, let's talk about why he even why did he do that? Let's talk about why did Akhenaten even take the power from the priest. Okay, think about it like today, reflection. I keep telling you, nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. All right. So back when, during the reign of Akhenaten, the priest, a lot of the people, they would go to the priest. Keep in mind, this was when more than one god was being worshipped. You had your rain god, you had your sun god, you had your, get what I'm saying, your corn god. You had all type of different entities and deities, reflection, that these people would go and worship. Okay, and the priests, they held a lot of knowledge. So the priests were getting very wealthy. Okay, reflection. The priests, keep in mind, what do I always say? Knowledge is wealth. Knowledge is wealth. Think about it now. People charge, nothing is wrong with charging for knowledge. I'm not gonna say nothing is wrong with charging for knowledge, but if you have the access to actually go and research and do it yourself, then reflection is free, right? It's free 99. So with that being said, some people charge for knowledge, but it shouldn't take them research. It take them time. It take reflection. It take a lot of things. Being a researcher is a job within itself. So don't get me wrong, get your coin, but at the same time, it's nothing no different than back when. So instead of paper money, of course they had gold. They traded objects. They traded things. You get what I'm saying? Reflection. So with that being said, the priest had a lot of control and the priest was getting wealthy. That's what they don't talk about. The priest was getting that coin, baby. Okay, so with that being said, Uncle Nine knew that. So when they said that Uncle Nine actually took the power from the priest, yes, that means that everyone would have to go to him and worship the Aten, reflection, which was technically a version of him because he embodied the Aten. All right, so go check out the Uncle Nine video for that too. if you want to kind of get into depth with that, because I don't want to make this video too long. I'm just talking about Uncle Nine, baby, because I can do it. I can do it. Okay. So with that being said, he was a great ruler, but at the same time, his kingdom did turn on him, reflection, because they did not want him to close down worship of all of the other gods, okay, all of the other gods and all of the other goddesses. But let me tell you the real thing behind it, because they could have worshipped that in their house behind closed doors. What it was, those priests was mad because, listen, mad bitches linked up. I don't care what you say, they were mad. One, because he was fucking with that coin, and two, he took a lot of power from them overnight, baby. Over just like that, young money, baby. He don't care. Uncle I don't give a damn about that shit. Uncle I said, if it ain't the eye, you heard what I said. Let me catch you over there trying to get some shit from my people. Let my people go. So he was in the background. You get what I'm saying? He was already had his little evil eye on the priest anyway, reflection. Okay. So there was another thing. Okay. So when you think about the death with King Tut, his son, and all of their reflection, it all go hand in hand, okay? Because King Tut, he did come back and change the religions or whatever like that, reflection, but at the same time, it was something else behind it. It was more behind it. It was a reason why they was trying to cut off Uncle Nine bloodline, okay? It was a reason why King Tut's sister, which was his wife, which was Uncle Nine's daughter, her ass disappeared from history, okay? One, because she was took out. It was because she intentionally disappeared from history, okay? Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with Sarithia, baby. We are talking, all this go back into the things that we are seeing today, okay? So with that being said, let's keep going.
Go as far as to defacing images of other gods. Although this thrust Egypt into a new era of art, it made the rest of Egyptians uneasy because it messed with their beliefs about the afterlife. Now their hearts would not be weighed on the scale of Mayat, and as we will see in later videos, their bodies would not be taken care of properly when it came to burial rites. Which means if they lived a good life, they would not be brought back to life on the other side. To make matters worse, in this new religion, only Akhenaten and the royal family were the conduits to the Aten. He was the sole priest and messenger of the Aten.
All right, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. Let's get more into that reflection. Okay, so throughout history, you will hear them say that. You will say that Uncle Nine, that's really what he was known for. The one who, you get what I'm saying, changed all of the religions and made everybody else want to only worship one religion type of energy, okay? But it was bigger than that, reflection. It was a lot bigger than that. All right, so with that being said, Uncle Nine and his wife, which was his wing at the same time. You need your wings to fly on it. So she had a lot of different things going on underground, under the palace, allegedly, reflection. Okay. She had a lot of different things going on. She was the brain behind the operation. You know, but they say behind every great man is a great woman, a creator. Okay, it's a greater woman. Okay, that's the reason why they can sit in the background and push the male towards the front. Okay, reflection. So with that being said, I think that's something I was just thinking about that person. I told you, thoughts of frequency. Okay, so with that being said, reflection, little side note. Okay, so Uncle Nine and his wife, they had a lot of shit going on under that palace, reflection. They had a lot of shit going on. It was even alleged that they had a little double too. You know how they say now the president allegedly got a double, a clone, whatever the fuck you want to call it, reflection. That's nothing new. None of that is new. Cloning technology, none of that's new. I know they want you to think it's new. It's not. What do they call it when you genetically make your baby, you know, when you put them in the you know, if you can't have a baby, or maybe you just don't want to fuck up your body and shit, reflect what I said. You get what I'm saying? Listen, I paid a lot for this body. I worked hard for this body. You get what I'm saying? Me, mine, natural. But I'm just saying, reflection. They don't want to mess up their body, so they'll do. You get what I'm saying? Let's go back and let's talk about King Tut. We finna talk about Tesla and all that shit in a second, but let's talk. We got to talk about this. We got to take it to the blueprint in order for you to understand that none of this shit is new. Okay, so back when, let's talk about King Tut. Now, the story is good, what they put out, but it's not correct. It's not accurate. And you can't get on here. I don't give a fuck how long you've been studying Egyptian history. I don't give a damn if you grew up in what you think is Egypt. I don't care nothing about none of that shit, reflection. At the end of the day, facts are facts, okay? And you can't sit up here and tell me that what I'm saying is not what it is, okay? You said you're not finna tell me what I'm saying ain't sticking like grits, okay? But whatever, it's all in history. You just got, it depends on what book you read. You got to really go through and read it and decode it for yourself, okay? So with that being said, Queen Nefertiti, keep in mind, she had all girls, right? She had all girls. King Tut mom was technically not Queen Nefertiti, okay? That is true. It was someone else reflection, but they're not talking about how they even got King Tut. King Tut was the first, technically, genetically, you'll get what I'm test tube, baby. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care. However you want to put it, they did not lay down and have King Tut. It was, they had this big ass machine reflection. Now it wasn't like the machines is now to where, you get what I'm saying? They had a little thing, you, that baby is grown in, woo 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 woo. I should have grabbed this picture, but if you go and you do research and you really look at this big contraction reflection that they got, it was basically they're pumping stuff into the woman, okay? You get what I'm saying? Reflection, therefore she's being impregnated with a baby, okay? They never had, this was all experiments. Reflection, keep in mind, think about King Tut leg. People think that he was deformed because the genetics was so close together. They didn't have shit to do with it. Sometime on the first experiment, baby, you don't get it right. Queen Nefertiti was the greatest one to ever do this. Reflection is in history. All you got to do is look and listen. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Look and listen good. All right, so with that being said, Queen Nefertiti already knew how to make genetic I guess it's not genetically modified, but at the same time it wasn't like the, and we have a baby type of energy. No, she was down there creating shit. She was down there experimenting. Keep in mind, Queen Nefertiti was possessive as fuck. Do you really think she was reflection? Okay, why do you think his mother disappeared after King Tut was born? He didn't know shit about his mama. He just knew, you get what I'm saying, rumors around the palace that Nefertiti, but he knew not to speak that shit. But at the same time, he respected Nefertiti. He looked at Nefertiti as a mother, but he already knew. You get what I'm saying? Reflection. So when they get to talking about that he was deformed and all this shit, no, the fuck he wasn't. He was gorgeous, as a matter of fact. But the whole time he did have a deformed leg, but that came out with the. You get what I'm saying? That was experiment down there. Reflection. Okay, that was experiment. Think about it now. People, you can go and you can. There's places that you can go. Reflection. I don't gotta say alleged because we not already covered this. Go do your research. It's places where you can go get enhancements. If you want your child to be born where they can run faster, if you want your child to be born where they can, you get what I'm saying, maybe speak very articulate. Reflection, it's genetics. Keep in mind, your genetics have to do with how you act. Your genetics have to do with, you get what I'm saying, reflection, how you develop and different things like that. So, you know, like certain diseases, they'll be like, oh, that was genetic. That means you couldn't avoid that no way because it was in your genetics. Okay, reflection. So when you learn genetics, you can manipulate genetics. Okay, and Queen Nefertiti found out how to manipulate genetics. All right, so it basically, I needed you to know the type of person, the type of queen that you were really dealing with. So if she knew how to manipulate genetics, do you think she stopped their reflection? Those prisoners that they had, they were experimenting on their ass. That shit ain't nothing new. Reflection, this shit been going on. Queen Nefertiti will come and take your whole damn village, allegedly, reflection, and experiment on your whole fucking village if that's what she needs to do. Do you hear? Listen, I'm just here telling history. I'm just here telling his story. Reflection. Okay, we just here talking about where they get all this shit from. All right. So with that being said, she invented a lot of different things like that down that reflection. Okay, a lot. I know you thinking, well, Tarithia, they didn't even have toilets. They didn't even have lights. They didn't even. Who the fuck told y'all this? Who told you that these people back when, if it's water, it's lights, if it's electricity? Do you really think that? Okay, reflection. Let's go back when. Let's go. We're gonna come back to you, Tesla. Let's go. Let's look at something. Let's look at something real quick. Let's look at this, okay? Now look at this right here, reflection. This, I forgot what it's called. I think it's the Osiris Temple. I think it's the Osiris Temple. Go look it up. This is the Osiris Temple right here. All right. Now they went and they actually tried to find out. Now they said it wasn't connected to Egypt or none of that, but the name of it is Osiris Temple, baby. You know, reflection. Sometimes you can be so smart that your ass is dumb as fuck. Sometimes you can be so smart. So you mean to tell me this is the Osiris Temple, but it has nothing to do with Egypt. Whatever you say. So hit the like and subscribe, but let me put this banner down so I can protect the spaceship, baby. Let me, because I'm finna get some people uncomfortable because they gonna jump in my comments talking about, but I've been studying Egyptian history since 33 years. Well, you need to go study it 22 more then, baby, because listen, baby, drink you a little alkaline water and get it together, baby. Get it together. Okay, so with that being said, reflection. Okay, this is the Osiris Temple. Now, why am I even talking about the Osiris Temple? This is a temple, reflection, that they found and that they found, because they didn't discover it, that they had found, reflection. And at this temple, do you see that water? Well, they had this machine, reflection, and you can go look all this up. They had this machine and they was trying to drain it. They was trying to drain this place so they could see what was up under there or whatever like that. But as they was draining, they had this machine to where they could drain so many gallons of water per minute. I think, was it 500 gallons per water? 500 gallons of water, some shit like that per minute. It was a lot. But as they were draining it, reflection, it was refilling up. It was steady refilling up, and they couldn't figure out where the water was coming from. They knew it wasn't coming from the Nile because they tested the water. They knew it wasn't coming from the Nile. They knew it wasn't coming from any reservoirs or streams around them, reflection. So they're like, okay, where the fuck is this water coming from, and why we can't empty this to see what's up under here? And not only that, reflection, this water was always warm. It's always warm. If you go outside right now, I don't give a fuck how hot it is outside, and put your hand where it's ground, like sand or something like that, reflection, like dirt, and really put your hand towards the ground, it's cold. It's cold. So they were trying to figure out what is warming this water. So not only that, reflection, they couldn't figure it out. So not only that, see how advanced they were back when? They can't even figure certain things out now about it. Okay, structures that was left from back when. Now, not only that, reflection, they were also saying that he purified the water. He purified, he had this little thing, how you put water in and then you filter it or whatever and you drink it. He did that. And it was said that, well, he said himself, shit, Tariki wasn't there, but I believe ya, yes. He said, reflection, that as he used to have bad vision, and the more that he drank that water, his vision cleared up. He went to the doctor. They said he didn't even need glasses no more. The water was literally helping him. The water was literally healing him, making him more advanced. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? We talking about shit back when that they can't even figure out right now. Okay, so do you really think we advanced? Do you really think we as advanced as we say we are, reflection? How many years ago was this? They got healing water that's still here. The shit, it's allegedly been a flood and all type of shit, and the healing water is still right here. Reflection, don't play with them. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with them, baby. Okay, so let's go back and let's see, where did they get all this stuff from? You get what I'm saying? Where did they even get all of this stuff from, reflection? Because a lot of people, they thought that King Tut too, they thought Akhenaten was a little piece of extraterrestrial. They thought, listen, reflection, they thought he was a little piece of extraterrestrial. Now, everybody who don't know, you get what I'm saying? He looked like this. Akhenaten looked just like this shit right here. I don't care. This ain't the video. Whatever. Believe what you want to. But at the end of the day, reflection, I know you like, what does that have to do with anything? That has everything to do with it. Because when you think about all of these things that were left behind, reflection, they had a little help, baby. They had a little help from the people in the stars. Okay, they had a little help from the people in the stars. And I know you like, that's when I go back to telling you, nothing is new under the sun. Think about UFOs and different things like that that's going around now. A lot of people, they like, shit, we advanced. UFOs, they hear UFOs been here, reflection, allegedly. UFOs been here. They ain't never left, baby. They have never left. We can't even explore all of the ocean. So how do you know? How do you know? How can you say no, they ain't? How do you know? You never even explored all of the ocean. So how do you know that, reflection? Okay, so hit the like and subscribe button. So with that being said, it's just my theory though, just a theory. So with that being said, I'm saying all of this to let you know that when they are talking about these people that came from the stars, reflection, these people been coming from the stars. But the question is, they were coming from the stars given technology. They was coming from the stars helping them build certain structures. They were coming from the stars, reflection, embodying these pharaohs, and that's why these pharaohs would think of themselves as gods. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Let's listen to people who have said that they think people come from these crafts. Let's listen.
I noticed a bright light in the sky, and
Hit
I
the
thought
like
I was
button too. Hit the
discovering a
like
new
button.
planet until it started to move. So we stopped the car and got out. And that's when it changed direction and started coming in towards us. Now that was in about the Lancaster area.
So,
And then it followed us for about 30 miles. Paced our car.
and all the while, you and Barney were discussing it. What is this? What is that?
Yeah, see, Barney did in World War II. He knew planes, and he's trying to identify this. And it's flying in a very erratic manner, which was very puzzling to us. But this is 61. We had no idea what a flying saucer looked like, but we had no fear, just curiosity. We were trying to identify this craft. I'm trying to attract the attention of this craft. I'm telling it, come on in. Hi. I got the window down. I'm yelling to it. Hi. Who are you?
Baby, this woman said she was waving at the extraterrestrials. She said that she was up there waving at the extraterrestrials. Now she said she had a good enough look to where she could even wave. Reflection. I got a question. Drop in the comments. Let me know. Because I just rolled. Let me know, reflection. Would you wave at the extraterrestrials? You would have been putting the pedal to the metal, baby. Would you been trying to get on out of there? You gonna wave to the extraterrestrials? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
And at that point, it left the top of the mountain, came out over the highway, and stopped in midair directly in front of us, maybe about 50 feet in the sky. So Barney got out with the binoculars in an attempt to identify the craft. And when he looked up, he saw a circular window with a bright light behind it, and he saw these men standing behind the window looking down at him. And at that point, the craft began to descend.
Let's talk, because words are very important. She said that they think, pressure, smoking that little hot weed, little piece of little hot cannabis, just mind your business and shit. We over here talking about extraterrestrials, so I have to light up, baby. That extraterrestrial, I heard they had a spaceship smoking too. That's what they said on the east side of Mars. They said they be smoking cannabis. Reflection, I'm just, okay, I'm doing too much, whatever. So anyway, what she said, reflection, is these were men that got off this spaceship. She didn't say aliens. She didn't say extraterrestrial. She didn't say none of that shit. She said they were men. That must mean that shit she could recognize them. Reflection. If I see a rabbit on the spaceship, I'm gonna say it's a rabbit. I'm not gonna say it's a man. I don't know though. Let's keep going. Maybe I look into shit too hard. Whatever.
And he became frightened. Ran back to the car saying he thought they were trying to capture him. So we got in the car and we went speeding down the highway to avoid capture. As we're driving along, there's beeping sounds. That sounds like something was hitting the trunk of the car, and the car vibrated. And then we drove along for about another 30 miles when Barney turned off onto a side road. And here were the group of men he'd seen on the craft standing in the middle of this road, blocking our way. And naturally, he had to stop the car. And they came up in two groups, took us out of the car, passed in the woods to where the craft was on the ground. All our communication was verbal.
Verbal?
Right.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. They spoke English in a limited way. A foreigner coming here and not too well acquainted with our language.
But
in the very first part, they had us under some kind of control. And I brought myself.
Now that's something. I don't know, reflection. She said they could speak English. Shit, we not that advanced. Then these people that came from light years away and shit, other dimensions, and they can speak some English. Reflection. They spoke English. That's what she said. I did think that the extraterrestrial, they did telepathic communication, but I don't know. Maybe these could speak English. Whatever. Let's see.
This, but Barney was only able to bring himself
hit the light button
out of it. So I was just as conscious as I am right now. When we got up to the door, I was not going to go in. So I socked him.
You punched the entity.
Yeah.
Um,
In fact, I put up such a battle that my dress is badly torn.
Baby, she said, who you finna take on this spaceship? You know, it's always a little aggressive one with Flake. She said, who you finna take on this spaceship? Baby, we like, hell no, we gonna fight. We gonna fight. You know, I got a little piece of this. You know, I'm aggressive. I ain't got no knock in me, but you know, I got that. Listen, all right? You know why I get aggressive like this, baby? I get up on you, baby. She said she punched his ass. Reflection. She said she hit him or something. Why you do that? Why you gotta be so violent? Now, they didn't even put their hands on you, Elizabeth. They did not do that. Why would you do that? Why would she do that? Reflection.
And he said,
Disrespectful.
you know, come on. All we want to do is some simple tests. And as soon as the tests are over, we'll take you back to your car and being.
they were a form of human being.
Right.
Oh my God, I can't reflect. I can't. Imagine going to the doctor. Imagine going to the doctor and they just gonna take a little blood. Just a little piece. I'm just trying to make sure you together, your blood pressure, your genetics and shit together. I'm just trying to make you advance and shit for the new world. But listen, allegedly, I don't know, it's hypothetically. Reflection, and next thing you know, they just punch your ass. They just get your ass. Reflection, excuse me. Excuse me, baby, they all aggressive down here on Earth. I ain't lying. And you wonder why they be coming like they be coming. They done came peaceful and shit, and y'all knocking their ass down. Reflection. They was just trying to get allegedly a little, just a little piece.
They had cat-like or Cheshire-like eyes.
They had larger eyes than ours, smaller nose, and smaller mouth, no protruding part of the ear, and no hair.
So
But they're people.
nothing like these classic grays you see your Whitley Street.
I don't know. I've never seen those. I don't know what they're talking about.
Sure.
We gave them different names to identify him. Now, I don't know if he was the leader or the interpreter, but we called him the leader. And then there was the one who did the testing. We called him the examiner. There were 9 others who stayed out in the corridor, and we called them the crew members.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Went in to a corridor. And then I was taken into a room, and I had to step up because the level of the floor was above the corridor, and it was an oval-shaped door like we would see on a ship. Yep. They wanted to find out how we were like them or different from them.
Okay, so they said they came in peace. They came in positive elevation, always create some whatever reflections. I forgot. But whatever, they said that reflection. They came, they said, what? They said that they came in peace reflection. They came in peace. They were just trying to get a little couple blood samples. That's all they was trying to do. They said they was trying to make you greater, baby. I think that's probably what they was trying to do, but I don't know because I went on the spaceship. I went on that spaceship. I was on the east side of Mars. So please hit the like and subscribe button. We over here, if you just came in, we over here talking about extraterrestrials. We talking about Tesla. We talking about they been stealing shit. I'm not saying it was Tesla, but somebody stole something because I seen this shit before. I done seen this before. I know y'all seen he got these new cars and shit coming out. There's some new robots coming out. It's the order is busy reflection, but is this really new? Because I think I seen this before. Maybe last lifetime. Maybe a couple lifetimes before. I think I remember something like this. I don't know, reflection, but let's hit the like and subscribe button. She is over here talking about how she came in contact with some extraterrestrials, baby, and they had her on their damn ship, reflection. And not only that, we can listen to some other people that got some shit to say about these extraterrestrials too, because a lot of people think that these UFOs, these extraterrestrials, they just got here. They think that they talking about the alien invasion. How they gonna invade some shit that they was already in? They already been here allegedly. I don't know. I think so.
And the wall. There were doors in the wall that would slide back and forth. And they put me on a stool, checked my eyes, ears, nose, throat, my feet, my hands. And then he put me on a table and said they were going to check my nervous system. The examiner is in doing Bonnie's exam. I started talking with the leader. I know you're not from this planet. Where are you from? And he showed me a star map. And he explained part of the map to me briefly. And then we just talked about food and different aspects of life here. You know.
And what? Give me some.
Actually, what led to the food was the examiner came running back into the room where I was and started tugging at my teeth. And he wanted to know why Barney's teeth were removable and mine were not.
And the story is Barney had dentures.
Yeah, during World War II, Barney got too close to a
Baby, them extraterrestrials said, why his teeth falling out? You know, little dentures and shit. He probably was scared and shit. He was scared and shit like that. He was scared and shit. And this thing, you know, one of his teeth and shit just fell out because he was trying to talk and he was scared and shit. And the extraterrestrial is scared, baby. It scared the extraterrestrial. The extraterrestrial motherfucker teeth falling out. So y'all got teeth that fall out here on Earth. What the fuck is going on down here? That's why we down here fucking with the genetics. That's why allegedly, I don't know. I'm just saying, reflection. If I was on the spaceship, I would have been fucking with genetics because your teeth falling out, though. Why the fuck you got two sets of teeth that's falling out? They fell out on the floor right here. And then you asked me for some little paste and shit to put on it to put them back down. I don't got that. What the fuck is denture glue? What they on these people from Earth is down here asking us, do we got denture glue on the spaceship, baby? What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this shit, baby? Reflection. Imagine being an extraterrestrial. No, reflection, they weren't used to that. They weren't used to that reflection.
knocked his teeth out. Sort of disappointed. I didn't know anything about the solar system. I think they really expected me to be able to identify the map. Dr. Benjamin Simon said that during the week, if I wanted to, I would be able to remember the star map, and I would sketch it. But I was not to think about it. I was just to let my hands go ahead and draw it, which I did. And that was in 1965.
4 years after the incident.
Now, in 1969, Marjorie Fish came here and stayed a few days and asked me all kinds of questions, hours and hours, which she taped, and then used that to go back home and did the research on it and identified the areas.
The area of the star map, which she said was in the constellation that we know, Reticulus, in the star system was Zeta Reticuli.
Yep.
And
so I had a great time. Mm-hmm. He joked, we kidded.
Really?
Yep. I invited him to come back. I could say, please, please, please come back. Oh, I have so many friends
was good
who
company.
Love to meet.
They was good company. She was a little nervous at first. She got on spaceship trying to hit people and shit. She didn't even know, baby, we good company. Baby, listen, we have a good motherfucking time. Wherever we go, we got a little music in the background. We got a little music and shit in the background because you know where we got reflection, we got to have a little music. We got a little music in the background. What you mad for? Shit, get this motherfucker some little sparky punch. Get her something to calm her down. She need a little sparky, put a little extra. But I said a little extra. Get her some sparkling punch because she over here acting crazy. She done hit 2 people on the damn spaceship, baby. She done hit 2 people on the spaceship. Reflection. She said after she left up, after they got done playing with them genetics and shit, she was like, y'all pretty good company. Y'all pretty damn good company. You can come back. That's what she said. Hit the like and subscribe button.
Well, I don't think we checked our watches until we're almost home to see what time it was, and both our watches had stopped functioning. Realized the trip had taken much longer than what it should have. 10 nights after this happened, I had a series of dreams for 5 nights. Each dream was different, which later I found out was a recall of what I talked with my supervisor about the meaning of dreams.
And
she said, well, maybe it happened. Heard about our experience, like to meet us.
Okay, so let's stop for a second reflection. Let's stop and let's talk. She's talking about basically how she was having dreams after she had this encounter with the extraterrestrials. So basically, I know you're like, well, what does this have to do with things that are here right now? It got everything to do with things that are here right now, reflection. Remember, I told you these extraterrestrials, how they gonna invade something if they technically, you invade shit when you ain't never been there and you just go and you just conquer it. You get what I'm saying, reflection? But allegedly, these extraterrestrials, they've been around. These extraterrestrials allegedly, shit, back when those great wonders, they had a lot to do with those great wonders. Why do you think these people were like, well, how did they move these tons and tons of stones to this place right here? We don't even have the technology to do it today. Are we really advanced as we think we are? Hit the like and subscribe button, reflection. Now we definitely gonna have to come back for a part 2 because I don't want to make this too long. In part two, we're gonna get more into a lot of Tesla's things, and they look a lot like the shit that was back in Egypt. Okay, but let's and we also gonna talk about these people that's getting off these damn spaceships that was allegedly helping not only Uncle Nine, but a lot of other individuals throughout time reflection, because his story, what does it do? It repeats itself. All right, so go on ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. If you haven't already went to Rumble to Rita Perez, go over there and subscribe to me. You can catch me over there on TikTok, Most Wanted 2100, baby. That's the name. The game is still the same. Okay, so with that being said, until next time, reflection, Ashe.